Hello, friends. We are here for another Sunday night stream, the first stream of Vedid. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Vedid stands for Video Every Day in December, and I have an announcement video, but long story short, I'll be posting a video almost every day in December. Monday through Friday, it'll be videos. Saturday, it would be shorts. And Sunday, we're doing my streams. So that's what we're here for. I'm very glad I got to start the stream on time because I walked through the door literally 5 minutes ago. I had just enough time to take my jacket and shoes off and run upstairs to get everything ready. And we have a Crystal. Hello, welcome. Give me a second to take a sip of my juice that I'm glad I left in the office before I left because it means I have something to drink now. I think we're going to get into a sprint relatively quickly because I have to go to the bathroom. Like I said, I just got home, so I had no time to do anything. I'm all out of sorts, but I actually have a different timer than usual. Normally, I use Violet's B timer, which is 44 minutes and 44 seconds, which is basically 45. We're going to stick to the 45 minutes, but Elaine has a festive timer, and I figured with it being vetted and all, it would make sense to use this one. So we're going to go for this. We're going to do 3 sprints as per usual. Crystal says, let's do it. So yeah, I am going to get myself settled during this first sprint. Maybe put on some chapstick. My lips are very chapped because it's very cold out, and so it feels weird to talk right now. Yeah, I'm going to use the sprint to get myself settled and back into the swing of streaming because I feel so out of it right now, having just walked through the door. Then I'm going to do my normal bullet journal stuff, and then I'll be reading for the rest of the night. Just some nice chill time to end this first day of the month. It's been a very hectic several days because it was Thanksgiving, and then I've been doing other stuff the past couple of days. Today I've been home for maybe a grand total of 2 hours since I woke up. So, lots of stuff happening. This week I've got so much stuff that I've got planned to do. So, hopefully, like, this chill night is going to be enough to have me feeling less frazzled tomorrow because I have so much to get done, you guys. It's crazy. Crystal's playing WoW. Like I said, no productive things. Fair enough. You are still recovering. So, and this was about the timer. You have every excuse in the book to just take it easy. Not that you need an excuse to take it easy, but it's extra understandable because you're still recovering from being ill. So, I am going to hit play on the timer, and we will be back after these 45 festive minutes. And that was the end of our first sprint. I said we were going to use this timer for all 3 sprints, but I didn't like how it kept fading out. Like the screen would go black for a second and then the image would come back. So we're actually going to change to a different one for the other 2. I'll figure that out when we get there. I see we've had several friends join us. We have Lisa and Ace Edits. Hello. By the way, thank you. That means a lot to me. We also had JC. Welcome, friends. It's great to have you. Lisa says, having a rough night. Glad to have some company. I am glad you're here keeping us company as well. It's always lovely to chat with you, Lisa. Like this. You did it. Well, almost. Almost there. And then you did it. Yeah. So I said that I was going to chill during that sprint. I didn't. I actually left my house. So I said when I first started the stream that I had literally walked through the door 5 minutes prior because I had been out with friends doing stuff and then came home. So my boyfriend had dropped me off and then went to go drop off our friend. He just wanted to make sure I got home for the stream. And then when he came back, I started the sprint and then I checked my phone and I did. That's when I took my so like I had my camera off, but then I like took it off the stage like completely just to be sure. But yeah, my boyfriend texted me saying I have a surprise for you. I was like, okay. And I went downstairs when the sprint started. Well, I went to the bathroom first, and then went downstairs, and he had a nightstand that he found on the side with like a free sign, like the side of the road. Which, like, I don't know why that was a surprise for me because he's going to use it to replace his nightstand because his nightstand is huge and just gets in the way. But he's like, yeah, there's a bunch of free stuff, like a block and a half up the road. So we went and checked out all the free stuff that people had put out because I guess tomorrow is bulk garbage day. And we grabbed some chairs because we currently, well, now we have chairs, but our table in the kitchen is actually our like my old desk because it was just like a flat surface with legs. It wasn't like a desk, and we had these bar stools at them because in our last place we had bar stool height countertops. But now we have chairs that actually fit under the table. There was also a really cute table that was like maybe this big and like round, but he's like, we can't carry all of it, and what are we going to do with the table, and blah, blah, blah. So we left the table, which is sad, but we have chairs now. And then I came back and remembered that I was going to order gifts for a friend tonight because the website is having the like Black Friday weekend sale. So I'm overthinking what I want to order from the site. And that's my sprint. I did not chill whatsoever. Crystal had mac and cheese. Nice. Excuse me. I had pizza for dinner at my friend's place, and it was delicious. Procrastinated during that sprint. Wait, you left us completely? And thank you. My little Christmas tree, and it's got 2 little mini squishmallows. One is a penguin with a Santa hat, and the other one, I think, is supposed to be like a gingerbread cookie with just a cute little green outfit and a red bow. But it looks like a potato to me, or like a hash brown or something. So, I don't know. It's Christmassy. It came in a Christmas thing. And then, I don't know if you can tell, but on my bookcase, there's 2 loops of ribbon or string or whatever you want to call it with little paper houses on it for like an advent thing that I got at IKEA, and it's cute. And yeah, work and mental health anxiety with the holiday mental health issues adding to the other mental health issues, and it's so cold. Understandable. And we do love free things. I could, but like it's cold outside, and I also don't want to carry it back myself. It is only like a block and a half away, but I suck at carrying things, so it's not like I need the table. It was just kind of cute, you know? Why does the little Christmas tree make me think of Charlie Brown? It is kind of Charlie Brown. It is from the dollar store. That only cost me $1. I've had it since my freshman year of college. So 2016? That thing is 8 years old at this point. No, it's not a dog. I'll grab it during the next sprint to show you. It genuinely looks like a potato, but I'm pretty sure it's meant to be a gingerbread cookie. Me too. I also suck at carrying things. Yeah, I don't think he's going back out to grab it though. Hear me out. If I was there, between the two of us, we could do it. Two terrible at carrying things people equals one okay at carrying things people. That is true. That's how math works. I think that makes perfect sense. I don't know where I would put it though, because I kind of don't have room in the office. The only room in here for space is like right in the middle of the room, which makes no sense, or in front of the window. But my boyfriend and I have decided that we're gonna take. We have like a small table in the basement that we're gonna take that and put it up here with two of the bar stools that we now have free use to put other places, and put it there so that we can do puzzles, because we can't do puzzles elsewhere in the apartment because the cats will eat the puzzle pieces, or at least one of the cats will. I don't think Gremlin would care, but Chloe for sure would eat the puzzle pieces. Um, but if we do it in the office, we can close the cats out. And yes, more agreeing on how that works. We're each like half of a okay carrying things person. And then, girl, you'd be surprised that you can suddenly make room for when it's free. That is a very good point. And the blanket on my chair is also from IKEA. It's got ghosts on it. The one side is white with black ghosts, and then I just have it folded over. This is my sweatshirt. I got a little too warm, but then the other side is like the colors are reversed. Which, by the way, I have to start the sprint very soon in a second, so I can go downstairs and feed the cats at the top of the hour, but we have like a couple minutes more to chat. This is also from IKEA. They first put it out 3 years ago, I think, 2 or 3 years, and it never came into stock at my local IKEA. And you can't order small things online to be delivered. You can only order like a piece of furniture and then get like the small things added on, because they only ship big orders. And so we had to wait for it to come into stock, and it finally came into stock. So I got it this year, and it makes me so happy, which is why it's still out, even though it is past spooky season. They're Christmas ghosts now because I don't want to put it away. It's too cute. Crystal is cat bed now. I love that for you. I got to see my friend's cat because we got together with our friends to watch wrestling today. That's where I was out. And our friend has a cat. His name is Pluto, and he's very dumb. He's like the epitome of dumb cat, and it's adorable. I love him. He was wrestling with a twist tie, and I think the twist tie won. This is true. It's always spooky times. Also consider the ghost of Christmas past, etc. Christmas ghosts are canon. You have a very good point, Lisa. Hello, Laura. Welcome. It's always spooky season if you're spooky enough. Very fair. I agree with this. And Laura made toffee, Christmas toffee and fudge from scratch. That sounds so good. I'm very jealous. We have the only, well, actually, like, I think I did get like the Chips Ahoy cookies during the last grocery trip, which is not the same, but it is a dessert item I could have. So I'll probably grab a couple of those when I go down to feed the cats. Speaking of, I'm going to pull up a new timer for us. It's going to be another 45. You know what? We're talking about ghosts, and Laura has arrived, so we can do... Oh god, come on. Click the right buttons. Laura's 45-minute ghost timer. It just feels correct. So, I am going to press play on this so I can go feed my cats, and we'll be back in 45 minutes, after which time I hopefully will have actually chilled out like I was supposed to during the last sprint. So, I'm going to press play, and we'll see you after these 45 spooky minutes. Okay, friends, that is the end of our second sprint. This stream is going by so fast. Holy cow. We did have Jessica stop in. Hello, my feet hurt. I'm so tired, so I'm gonna read for a bit. Sounds like a good plan. That sprint, I did convince Jacob to go look at the table again. I said, JC said you should get the table for me. And he went, and then he actually went and looked. And apparently, the latch mechanism, because it was a round table where the two sides folded down to make a narrow table. And he said the mechanism for one was very broken. So did not end up bringing it home, but he did go look at it again. So at least there's that. I ordered the gifts for my friends, and I did my bullet journal. That's the other thing that I did. And then I just spent the last couple of minutes watching the latest vlog from Ellen Catherine, a bookish YouTuber who I really enjoy. She does great vlogs. So that's what I'm up to. This is really funny. Ate some barbecue flavored peanuts and hung out with Depp. Dio. That's really funny. Also, barbecue flavored peanuts sounds interesting. Lisa's being productive and also sad. There's a Taylor Swift lyric like that, isn't there? I don't actually know a lot, but that's one of the ones from her album that came out this year. I feel like I remember that sound being super viral when it came out. Everyone was using it. Hello, Sasha. Hello, I'm lurking, eating, and revising all at once. Good on you. Kudos to him for going to look at it again, though. Yeah. Like I said, it wasn't super far, but still. I'm happy that he went and looked. And it's all because of you, JC, because you said for me to get him to do it. It's from I Can Do It With a Broken Heart. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I have not listened to any of the songs on that album. I am not a Swiftie. I know a few songs. I like the ones that came out during the pandemic. Those two albums I enjoy. Besides those two, I don't even know all of the songs from those albums. Those are just the ones I know the best. Besides those, I know a lot of her early songs because I have a cousin who's very into country music, so she really enjoys her first two albums. So I know this song exists, and I know that one little clip because it was everywhere on the internet. But yeah. They're spicy. They hurt, but they're tasty. Me with salt and vinegar chips. I love salt and vinegar chips, but they hurt so bad I can't eat more than 6 or 7 at a time. It's really funny, but I understand. Jessica read 4 pages. I really want to finish it before the end of the year because I'm such a slow reader. I believe in you. You can do this. One of the lines is, I'm so depressed I act like it's my birthday. Yes, I remember that. And I have no desire to be a Swiftie. Honestly, I've seen bits and pieces around of all of her albums, and I think I've listened to the ones that I care to listen to. And I have nothing against her. I just am not super interested. Is Folklore the first one that came out of the two? Because I think that's the one that I listened to more of. Folklore and Evermore are great albums, but the Tortured Poets Department is her best. I'm glad that you enjoy it. I haven't even been listening. I just think she writes really good lyrics. That's fair. I haven't even been listening to the latest releases from groups that I actively really love and enjoy. 17 just released a whole album, and I haven't listened to any of it. Mostly because their title track, their first release from it, features DJ Khaled, and I don't like that man. So I think Stray Kids also just released an album, but I think they released a Japanese album, and I don't really listen to the Japanese releases all that much. So that's different, but yeah. Put a Swifty song on the Masquerade playlist, so now there are two. That's really funny. I have a song on my Revelry playlist. So, Revelry in the Dark, my debut book, I have Cardigan on my playlist. So, take with that what you will. One of her Tortured Poet Department songs got me into writing my first fantasy. It evoked so much imagery. I am not here obsessing over any musical group for real. That's fair. I had my time obsessing, like late high school, early college was when I was like super obsessed with like K-pop and stuff, and I was like in the fandom side of it. Nowadays, I just enjoy the groups that I enjoy, and I still like keep up with stuff, but not like to an insane amount. And like I said, I'm not in the fandom side of things really anymore. Another thing that I did during that sprint is I grabbed my little plushies. So this is Luna the penguin. See, she's got a little Santa hat. And then the other one is named Gina, which is why I think she's gingerbread, because it kind of sounds like. Oh, it has a description. But, like, tell me this isn't a potato. Like, for real. But the description says, sweet and spicy describes this gingerbread girl. Gina is the head chef for the North Pole, and she loves to test new tasty treats for Santa and the elves. But if they don't eat their veggies, she doesn't let them have any cookies. She is a cookie, and she makes cookies? That feels weird. I don't know if I like that. It does look like a potato, right? I don't like the fact that the food item is the cook. Now let's read what the little paragraph for Luna says. Oh god, come on. Not even Arctic temperatures can stop Luna's dancing feet. This penguin brings the heat with her smooth moves, so if you're looking for a bestie to lift you up when you're down, Luna is the mallow for you. Are there penguins in the Arctic? I thought they were only in the Antarctic. I'm gonna do a Google search real quick. There are no penguins in the Arctic, which is what I thought. But this penguin is apparently from the Arctic. Just like there's no polar bears in Antarctica because Antarctic means no bears. She's just a cannibal. Perhaps. JC does not think so. She just makes other cookies, I guess. It doesn't say that she makes gingerbread. So maybe gingerbread is not something you eat in the North Pole. It's just what some people are made of. And I guess gingerbread houses? I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm really picky about my Squishmallow lore, apparently. There are not penguins in the Arctic. Okay. I think during this next sprint, I'm going to change into my pajamas. And then just watch more YouTube for the rest of the evening/night. It is way past evening. I have a lot of videos to catch up on because, like I said, I was out all day. So I have like 30 more minutes of this vlog. I've got 2 more 15-minute vlogs, a 10-minute vlog, which that I don't know. I'm a long vlog kind of person. 10 minutes does not feel like a vlog to me. Like, what are you doing in only 10 minutes? I don't know. My ideal vlog length is like 40 minutes to an hour. I think that is the perfect time for a vlog. If you're not doing a vlog, if you're just doing like a sit-down chatty video, then like 10 to 20 minutes is ideal. But I need some long vlogs. And then I also have my usual Silent Hill 2 VOD that I normally finish during like the first or second sprint of a stream. But I didn't get to even start it, and that's 2 hours long. So I got lots of YouTube to be watching tonight. Oh my god, I have the hiccups. Ah. Yeah, I'm kind of tired of wearing jeans right now. I want my pants, my pajama pants. Right, that's like not even a vlog. I have been seeing, so there's this trend that's been going on for a couple of months now where it's like doing bookish things, or like the ultimate bookish vlog is what they're called, where someone will reorganize their shelf, show off a book haul, set up like a reading journal spread, and like put stickers on their Kindle and like do a bunch of little bookish things. And like if you're advertising a video as being the ultimate bookish vlog and it's only 10 minutes long, that feels like false advertising to me. Like, how is it the ultimate bookish vlog and you don't even have half an hour's worth of content? This feels like so nitpicky and judgmental, but like that is my opinion on things. Oof, yeah, that's short. Yeah. I need some beefy content. Like the Ellen Catherine video that I'm watching right now, this vlog is 40 minutes. That's a great length. That's like perfect. You know? Thank you. I appreciate that. I like being told that I'm correct. What do we say we switch up the timers again? Since we did two different ones for our first two sprints, we'll pull up a third different one. Another 45. We can do a bunch of Laura timers or 45s. There's a couple other Elaine timers. I want to stick with a Laura timer because I feel like I haven't used Laura timers in a hot minute. I usually use Violet's timers, but we'll go for something different. Let's go with this one that you can't see because I don't have it shared. No, do not start yet, timer. I did not tell you to do that. We're gonna do the, what is this one called? Magical Library Timer, because I like the vibes of it. It's got all these books, and then there's that random girl in the doorway. A princess, perhaps? Who knows? But I am gonna get this going, and we will come back and chat some more after these 45 minutes. And that was the end of our third and final sprint of the night. As you can see, I have gotten cozy and have snuggled into my chair, so I look extra small in the frame. I changed my pajamas, and then I've just been watching YouTube the entire rest of the time. That was what my sprint was. I did also text my friend. I sent her like a 4-paragraph text message that literally just amounted to me asking her if she wanted this book that I have. I don't know why it took me 4 paragraphs to ask her, but it did. Actually, we can close out of that and make this big so I can actually see myself on the screen. Woo! We had CJ join us. I hope that you had a productive 20, 25 minutes, however long you were here during the sprint, even if the rest of us did nothing. I love this. I did nothing this whole sprint. Whoopsie daisy. And we also did lose a crystal to sleep. That's very fair, though. It is getting late. And yeah, I'm very much like nestled in. I don't have my blanket out. I have this Christmas blanket that was actually made for me by RK Stumbling Bear. If y'all know, she makes videos here on YouTube, but a couple of years ago, she was my Secret Santa for AuthorTube Secret Santa, and she sent me a bunch of really cool stuff. But one of the things that she did was she made me this nice little blanket. It's not like a huge like full bed blanket, but it's like perfect for sitting in a chair and like having over your lap. And the one side is just like a solid red, and the other side is green with like cats that are wearing Christmas hats, and some of them are playing with ornaments and like just like a cat Christmassy pattern. And it's like my favorite thing ever. It's so amazing. And I have that on my chair downstairs because I have this big pink chair in the living room that I've been sitting in because it is a lot warmer downstairs than it is up here. So I don't actually spend a lot of time upstairs nowadays. But I should have brought it up here for while I stream because then I could have had it on my lap, keeping me warm. Yeah, it was so nice. She like made it herself. She like wrote a whole letter explaining like why she picked out the different things in the box. I have a video from when I like unboxed it. It would be January 2023 is when the video went live. If you want to see all the stuff that I got, there was like a book and some other knickknacks in it. But she like wrote in her letter, she's like, I picked out the fabrics, my mom helped me sew them together, and like I just think you would love this. And I'm like, you're right, I love it. It's so good. I love that blanket. But yeah, I'm like, all that to say, I'm like curling in on myself to keep myself warm because I didn't bring my blanket upstairs. But you bet as soon as I turn this computer off, like end the stream and everything, I am going downstairs and getting cozy in that pink chair. That's how I'm going to spend the rest of my evening. Going back to what other people did. JC was finishing up social scheduling and video editing, plus also finishing up dinner. Wow. Very productive sprint for you. I have started to think ahead about what content I want excuse me, to put up in January. Because I've had December's content planned for months because I'm doing Vedid, so I had to come up with a lot of ideas to fill all the days. And it's not all finished. I do have, like, I think 3 vlogs and 4 or 5 hair in my mouth. What the heck? Gross. 4 or 5 regular videos to film? Maybe? Something like that. I've got most of my vetted schedule, like, content, like, made and ready to go. But I still have some to do. But I figured I should start planning January's content now. Okay, I think I finally got the hair out of my mouth. Not, like, concrete what I'm gonna make, but, like, ideas like, I want to make this type of reading vlog, or I kind of want to alternate between reading vlogs and writing vlogs because right now I post a vlog every Monday and I've just kind of been doing whatever. But in the new year, I'm like, I kind of want to do if I upload a reading vlog one week. I think Chloe is trying to break down my office door. That just scared the bejeebies out of me. I don't know if you heard that, but the door just rattled in its thing. But basically, I want to do if I. What the heck? She's a menace. If I do like a reading vlog one week, the next week I'll do a writing vlog, and then a reading vlog, and then a writing vlog, and so on. So it's a little more intensive to figure out what's going up when. But I'm starting to think about that for the new year. Sasha has 160 pages left to revise in this draft, more than halfway through. Woo! That's so exciting. I love that for you. Yeah, I had stuff to do. LOL, but didn't. Yeah, entirely valid. Cats in hats, so cute. Yeah. I hope you enjoy it. It's like the first time I ever did an unboxing on my channel, which I still don't do unboxings like often. I'm pretty sure since then the only unboxing I've done is when I received my special edition of A Dark and Secret Magic. So that's part of my this vlog is for October video. If you want to see me unbox another thing, but I feel like y'all all have seen that already because that's like my best performing video on my channel ever, which is insane, but I think that's also the video that finally set me on the path to hitting 500 subscribers because I was kind of stagnant at about 480 to 490 for a while. And then I recently hit 500, which is fantastic. So thank you to everyone who has subscribed and got me here. I think I'm at 513 as of today, which I actually did check because I track some social media stats and I check it on the 1st and 15th of every month. So I'm at 513-ish as of today. So that's fun. But as I'm yapping and more comments are coming in, social media scheduling, yeah, I knew what you meant. Yeah, Chloe's not allowed in the office while I'm streaming because she will chew on this little microphone. So I don't think I did. I think I just showed them off. Yeah, I don't think I filmed me actually like taking them out of the packages, but it was just me being like, look, my book just came in the mail. Look at this. So it's like kind of almost an unboxing, but not really. Thank you. I truly did not expect it to happen because October was my 4-year anniversary of making YouTube videos. Excuse me, I'm yawning again. And like the past several years, I've been gaining about 100 subscribers a year. So like around my first anniversary, I had 100 subscribers. My second anniversary, I had about 200. Last October, I had about 300. But these past couple of months, I've like really been gaining a lot. So I truly did not expect to hit 500. But it's fun. It's a nice little milestone. Chloe takes over the stream. Give her a mic. That's very fair. Personally, I love your video, so you should totally be at 1,000. Thank you, JC. I feel like what really prevents me from gaining a ton of subscribers is my video quality, because I know it's not the best. It doesn't need to be the best, though. Like, if I did this for a job, I would probably, like, invest money into better equipment, but as for now, I literally film on my phone. And, like, that's one thing that I've gotten people commenting about, not often, but, like, a couple of times throughout the years. People are like, did you know that when you hold up a book in your video, it's backwards? And I'm like, yeah, it's because I film on my phone and it reverses things. And I know I could, like, reverse it myself to make it look normal, but I don't feel like putting that effort into it because this is just a hobby that I do for free and for fun. So, yeah, if I had better equipment, I probably would have more subscribers. That feels very arrogant of me to say, but it's the truth. But that doesn't really matter to me. My secret is I'm unemployed. I am autistic with like a very intense focus on reading, and because of that, I don't have a ton of other hobbies. I just have a lot of time to read and really enjoy. And also, I'm just a fast reader. Like I always have been, even as like a kid. I always read books super fast. There were times when I was in like elementary and middle school where I would bring in a book to read when I finished my work. And my teachers would be like, "Why do you have a different book than yesterday? There's no way you finished that book already." And I'm like, "Literally, all I do is sit at home and read. I finished the book that I had yesterday, so I brought in a new one." Um, so yeah, I've kind of just always been like that. I have a, ooh, you can see my background, Galaxy S10. So it's quite old at this point, actually. But I got this in 2019, I think. That sounds correct because it was before I started my last year of college. So yeah, I've had this same phone for 5.5 years at this point, and it's not broken. So why get a new one? My phone case is broken. So this phone case has two separate pieces. There's this like rubber bit that you put on first, and then the plastic bit. This top part snapped off, so I crazy glued it back together. It stuck to the newspaper, so that's what these splotches are. But then this part just broke again despite being glued back together. And then most recently, this corner chipped off, and I have no idea what happened to it. So I really do need a new phone case, but I cannot be bothered to get one. Not arrogant, just confident. We can go with that. To your teachers, you're like, I finished 2 books while we've been speaking. Genuinely, yeah. I remember there was a time in third grade where I used to be like the kind of person who had 10 books on the go. And I would just be like, this is the book that I'm interested in right now. Read a chapter, put it down, and be like, okay, I want to read like 2 chapters of this book and then another chapter of this book. And nowadays, that is not me. If I pick up a book, I have to finish it before I pick up the next one. I cannot read more than one book at a time. But in the third grade, it was me and this girl that I sat next to who was also a voracious reader. We would constantly have like stacks of books on our desk, and it got to the point where the teacher was like, you can't do this. You can have a maximum of 3 books on your desk at a time, because we had like a thing where every student had to have a book to bring in to class so that if they finished their work early, they would have something to do. But she was like, no, you cannot bring in a giant stack of books. You can have 3. And it was so funny that she had to set that rule for us. But yeah, genuinely, I've always been like this ever since I was a child. My mother has a picture of me at like 8 years old reading Moby Dick. So if you need to know who I am as a person, that's the kind of person I am. Yeah. It's funny thinking back on things like that. Like, wow, I was such a little nerd. I have not. I actually have not read any Russian literature. It's been on my list for a while to get into like the Russian classics because that's like a whole genre I've never touched, but it hasn't happened yet. But one day, there's some things that I want to check out. Lisa says I was such a reader as a kid too. Yeah. I definitely got it from my mom. My mom is a very big reader. My brother also enjoyed reading, but he did so a lot less because he has ADHD, and so he was very hyperactive as a child. So it was hard to get him to sit down and read. But when he was able to like pick up a book, he would sit for like hours at a time. It just didn't happen super often. Give me a second to take a sip of my juice. I think Child Us would have gotten along, TVH Mars. I think so too. I didn't really have a ton of friends as a kid. I had like a few, but I was a very solitary child. Jessica had to get up and couldn't read as much as she wanted, just got back. Oh, welcome. We're going to be chatting for a couple of more minutes. Sasha says, I used to pack a million books traveling with my parents, and my dad would have to give me a limit. Gas was too expensive to haul around a library to grandma's. That's really funny. Yeah, I was the same way. I always packed a lot of books. I still do. Like I will travel and I'll literally be gone for like a week and I'll be like, but what if I finish the first 6 books I bring? I have to bring a 7th. Entirely valid. I too get intimidated by chunky books, but not like in an avoidant way, if that makes sense. Like I see a chunky book and I'm like, "Oh my god, that's so thick," but also it makes me more excited to read it cuz I'm like that's so much book I get to enjoy. I didn't feel like I had true long-term friends till I was like 10. I was pretty shy and solitary. Yeah, I think it was the undiagnosed autism for me. There was a lot of stuff that I did, like looking back on it, I'm like, oh, you weren't a terrible person who had no friends because like you were awful. You just didn't know how to socialize the same way other children did, and other children didn't know how to socialize with you. So I'm lucky in that I have a twin sister who has always been very sociable and like people love her. And like it was kind of rough at times because I knew that like a lot of the people like a lot of the time it was her friends and I got to tag along. But like I mean I did have my friends as well, but I always knew that a lot of them were more her friend than they were my friend, which kind of sucks, but I am still very grateful that I had her there because I really feel like I might not have had any friends if not for my sister. So yeah, War and Peace is a different level of chunky, very fair. That's like the Brothers Karamazov is another Russian classic that I want to pick up. So that one is another huge chunky boy, I'm pretty sure over 1,000 pages. It's insane. Jessica says, I'm a mood reader with ADHD, so I struggle to sit down for long periods and read, and I get distracted when I do try. Yeah, that's fair. We might have to end this in a minute. I am starting to get a little bit of a dry throat. So we'll finish up these comments and then say our goodbyes. I've always had a harder time socializing than I feel like I should have. That's very fair. Plus, I now have a toddler and a clingy AF cat, so I'm rarely alone when I try to read. I have the cat literally touching me right now. I think the cat is a blessing. I'm very happy that you have a very cuddly cat. I try to cuddle my cats, and sometimes they put up with it, but sometimes they're like, what are you even doing? But yeah, it is now 9 o'clock. I've had a lovely time. This went by so fast, but thank you all for hanging out. It's been a great time, as always. I really love these Sunday night streams. They're genuinely like the highlight of my week. It's been so great chatting with you all. Yes, thank you, JC, for being here, and Jessica and Lisa and everyone else who's been here. Sasha, Crystal's now gone, but I always love Crystal hanging out. Oh, my little guy fell backwards. I put my little plushies back and they tipped, and I just noticed that. Yes, have a good night, and thank you for the sprints. You are welcome. Like I said, this is the first day of Vetted, so you can expect videos / shorts and streams on the weekend, but videos every day for the like actual week. Tomorrow, since you're here, I'll give you guys a little sneak peek into it. Tomorrow is a reading vlog where I finish out some trilogies that I only had one book left to go. So I hope y'all enjoy that. It is a chunky vlog. As we've established, I believe in chunky vlog supremacy. So that will go up at 10 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow. But with that, I'm going to hit the outro. It's been lovely. I will see you guys for next Sunday stream. Bye!